Hi, I'm Theseira. I'm 22 years old from Penang, Malaysia, and this is my Eastoria. I've been a conscious believer almost all my life. I was born and raised Catholic, active in my parish community, and I've heard the God loves you phrase countless times. But this concept was only revealed to me gradually, and it took me a long time before it took ground in my life. I had a hard time understanding that concept because I've always struggled with insecurity. And to master insecurity, I felt I tried to find security in achievement. I wanted to be good at everything, and I wanted people's praise and approval. And this idea really consumed me, and whenever I am not where I want to be when I want to be, this insecurity comes and it overwhelms me. Because I am often regarded as a leader or a figurehead in church, people often don't believe that I go through this insecurity because I look and sound strong when I'm in front, and this eventually translates into loneliness because I felt like no one could see my struggles. And at the same time, I would feel like no one really treasures me because I can't treasure myself for who I am apart from what I could achieve. When I was 19, I started listening more to messages from various church leaders, and the concept of grace really stood out to me. I then realized that my identity did not lie in my own strengths and achievements, but mostly in who God is and what He has done for me. And while my insecurity tells me that I'm not good enough, God's grace instead tells me I am His child, and that's where my worth lies. I eventually learned that God loves me unconditionally, and that changed my perspective on who I am because of who my God is. I could feel Him saying to me, "Take heart, I've already overcome the world." I no longer have to strive to gain my worth. I am loved and taken care of by my Father. So no matter the challenges or the insecurities that I go through, I can overcome them because He has overcome the world. Now, there was never really a magical moment where I suddenly knew that He loved me, but I do know that day by day, He shows me new depths of His love. The situations in my life have not changed. I still go through this insecurity pretty frequently, but I changed my perspective. When I'm faced with loneliness that comes from the insecurity, I am able to rise up by reminding myself that I am loved and favored by God. And the best way I do this is by finding my way to my music instruments and just worshiping. Every time I sit down and just doodle on my piano, I eventually find myself being in His presence and feeling secure in His love. If He rose from the grave and overcame the world, then so can I from my own personal challenges. Because He lives, I can cling on to Him and His truths, that He loves me as my strong tower, so I can love myself in turn. And that is my Eastoria.